Tough weekend. Long ways from home. Two good opponents who actually both beat us last year when they came to our place. And so it's, teams obviously disappointed. We're 7-3 at this point. We had obviously hoped for a better weekend than that. Chances of winning the regular season championship get a little bit slimmer. I don't know that Ball State is going to drop two more on the year. I don't know if Northern or Western are going to get to 3 losses, but we'll hang in there and keep fighting the good fight. We're on the road again next weekend, and that'll conclude our 8 out of 10 on the road. We're spending a lot of time together in buses and getting to know each other a lot. And today we took off. We're just going to do a little meetings and a little video today, just to try and take a little bit of a break here. We're 10 matches in. Again, a lot of time on the road. We don't play again until Saturday, so we're going to take a little break. The biggest thing I think that on the weekend that troubled us was just you can overcome one or even two players struggling against a good team, but you can't have one or two players struggle and then one of your phases of the game struggle, or two of your phases of the game struggle. So, for example, there's 6 or 7 phases in volleyball. There's serving, passing, setting, hitting, blocking, digging, and then I call small balls. If you will, kind of a 7th phase of the game, the ability to better the ball, put players and teammates in good positions to get wins. And so, against Western, we have 2 players struggling, and we're really, really struggling with small balls, communication stuff. And then we work out some of that, and we miss 6 serves in the second set. So then we got 2 players struggling in the first game at small balls, in the second game at serving. You can't overcome that against a really good Western team. I mean, they're very, very good. They're very balanced and can do a lot of different things. And then you go to Northern and play in just an incredibly intense environment, loud, fun, against a really, really good offensive team and the nation's leading kills per game player. And same thing, we just 2-3 players struggle, and you overcome it at times, and then you don't convert on some free ball opportunities. Or in this case, it was actually netting. We net 3 or 4 times in the third set, and so that would be a massive blocking deficiency. We're trying to block balls, and we're giving away points. At one point, they made an error, and we net. At one point, we got a dig, and we net. So, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot with different phases of the game at different times. And again, you can't beat good teams when you do that. So, at this point, we're concentrating on getting better in all phases of the game, as we have been. I thought some things we're doing are very well. We can bring a lot of problems to opposing teams when they're going well. We definitely don't have to go back to the drawing board, but at the same time, we got to get better in all areas. I was pretty happy with our serve receive. I thought Molly, Katie, and Kelly Lamberti, those 3, I thought had really nice weekends, played well. Molly, especially in the Northern Illinois match. Again, Kelly and Katie, both nights were pretty effective. And so that, there's a lot of positives to what we're doing. At times we look really good. We just haven't stabilized all players in all phases of the game yet. It was a bad weekend, and the goal is to not have any more. We got 2 more on the road, then we get 4 at home, and then a conference tournament. So it's sneaking up on us quickly, and hopefully we can keep getting better and play a little bit better down the stretch here. Questions?
How will the preparation be this week, coming up against teams you've already seen this season?
One of the first things we do is we evaluate what they tried to do against us last time, what we did well against them last time. I expect completely different matches the second time around from both of those teams. I thought in our gym, neither of them played very well. I think they're significantly better than what they showed last time, and the key is to have our team realize that and be prepared for that. BG is very good at home, and the last, in 2010 and 08, we've lost on the road at Miami. So I'm going to expect a different match from those teams.
Mentality change kind of going forward? I know you talked a lot about the 14-15 win number. That's almost out of reach at this point, 14 wins. What do you think it's necessary to win out to get where you want it to be?
Well, at this point, it changes a little bit just to seeding. You're trying to secure yourself a good seed, but either way, The MAC is now rated the 7th highest RPI conference in the country. It's the highest it's ever been, to my knowledge. And it is really tough against Western and Northern to go on the road and win. It's going to be really tough. I mean, somebody's going to win the conference tournament. 8 teams are going to go, and somebody's going to win it. But that second and third day, you're going to be playing teams with a top 50 RPI, and that really has not been the case in this league, to my knowledge. In 2008, we got 3 teams in to the NCAA tournament. This year we might be sitting RPI land of 4th, and would have to get hot late and get some quality wins, and but it's not unrealistic to say the MAC could have 4 teams in the top 50 and or in the NCAA tournament at the end of the year. So our focus is shifted on being good at the end, and pushing to get better, and making some minor changes and tweaks to maybe some of our systems and styles that we think could help. We got to see us play against 2 really good teams, and some things were broken, and we got to try and fix them.
So will there be anything specific to work on this week in preparation for your last road trip, kind of finishing up strong on the road?
I don't think there's going to be anything out of the ordinary in terms of us, preparing to get better. Last road trip, I guess, of MAC play. That doesn't mean much to us a lot at this point. It's more just trying to beat our rivals on the road. It's going to be another hard one.
You'll probably see some of those teams from the West in the tournament at some point. It would obviously be nice to know kind of what they look like in your players, to have known to play them already and to kind of know what to expect.
Yeah, it's you're always the conference tournament is always going to be rematches. And in some cases, last year, the quarters and the semis, it was the 3rd time we had played Buffalo and Miami, and we had split with both of them. So we were fortunate enough to win both of those. It was our 2nd time against Northern. They had beaten us. We beat them in the final. In 2008 and 2009, Western beat us in the regular season, and we beat them both times in the final. So rematches, again, you can see what phases work, what phases doesn't, but I'm a firm believer in that somebody's going to win that tournament, and it's who's playing the best that weekend. In 2009, I don't think we played terrific in the quarters or the semis, but had everything going in the final. In 2010, I think we had everything going all 3 days, which is why we swept all 3 opponents. So, I mean, you get there in different ways, and if to have a shot at this thing against the 3 teams that have beaten us, we're going to probably see them again if we get to them. They're thinking they're in the semis and in the finals as well. So we're going to have to get back to those teams to have chances to beat them.
Can you just talk a little bit about the strength on the West side? I know they won out both Friday and Saturday.
The MAC West right now is playing terrific. I mean, they got 3 teams again in the top 45 RPI or something, and a lot of good ball control over there. Coaches are doing a really good job. With the exception of Steve at Ball State, I think that Greg's in year 3. I think the coaches have been around a little while. Ray and Colleen, and that stuff matters. It helps to have your program in a stable state and have coaches stick around a long time. And it's a little different in the East. We've got 3 coaches in their 3rd year. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever the case may be. And so again, the West is playing terrific. They got a lot of good players over there. They got good coaches over there. And in 2008 it was a little bit flipped. Maybe the 3 of the top 4 teams were in the East. It's kind of cyclical, and but it's tough over there. Those guys are going to be beating each other up over the next couple weeks.
Kelly Lamberti's been really good, but she's also been pretty consistent as a freshman. Do you expect that?
Well, we thought she would contribute to our team a lot this fall. We think she does a lot of the little things well. Despite her numbers, which are quite good, I think she does more than that. I mean, I think she does a ton for us. She handles a lot of the small balls well. She handles a lot of the serve receive well, and then not to mention, 2nd in the league in kills per game. That's not bad for a freshman. So she does a lot for us, and we just hope she can keep it rolling and even continue to get better.
You won the conference tournament without winning the regular season. Is that something you keep in the back of your mind, and do you share that with the players?
I think the thing that we share with our players right now is getting better and playing our best at the end. That will be hammered into them over the next 3 and 4 weeks, and that's no different than last year. Last year we were 5-5 at this point, and we just said we got to get better and we got to be playing well at the end. We got to get better, play well at the end, and just kept going. And we were getting better. We were getting better, and we were able to show them that last year. And so we need that to happen again.
For your freshmen, it's the first time they're going through this long, manic, grueling schedule. How do you keep them fresh?
That's the challenge. Today off hopefully helps. We talked about the conference tournament and how we're going to have to play better than we did this last weekend. After the match Saturday night, that was a topic. And, the freshmen don't know. They haven't seen it. They've never even been to it. Now it's in a different city. They don't know what it's about. A 3-day tournament where you got to win to survive. They've played in JOs and events where they play multiple matches and have to win like 6 out of 7 to advance and stay in the gold, and then they go into a single elimination tournament. They've never done anything like a conference tournament. So we're just trying to keep them fresh and get them prepared to play in it, because they're definitely going to be on the floor in some capacity.